Manchester City have had one busy January transfer window, and it was very predictable that this is what they would do. They were well below their standards throughout the end of 2024 and had a streak of 5 losses, then 3 losses. Pep Guardiola and Man City had defensive issues. They just looked like they were far from the team we saw last season, and we expected them to go out and splash some big money in January. And what have they done? Well, they've done exactly that. Already signed in 4 players in January, and apparently they're still looking for at least one more sign-in. At least is what the reports say. From Vitor Reis to Omar Mamouche, who I've just made a video about, to Juma Bar, who will be joining Lens on loan, to the main man in this video, Khusanov. Now, I'm not even going to bother trying to say his first name. I think we're going to call him Khusanov. He's a 20-year-old centre-back from Lens, and he's set to bring speed, power, and aggression to the Etihad, and he's going to be much needed at the back. But who is this tank of a defender, and what exactly can he bring to City's backline? Well, let's break it all down. Now, this injury-riddled defense has left Man City scrambling for solutions, and now Pep Guardiola and the Man City board have taken a bold step with some surprise younger signings. Vitor Reis, who's a decent centre-back, Juma Bar, who's also a centre-back, but also Khusanov, a 20-year-old Uzbekistani centre-back who will be the first Uzbekistani to play in the Premier League. And off of what I know about him, the research I've done about him, the games I've watched of him, which to be fair is only a handful because he has played Arsenal here and there, he is one talented young centre-back. With 8 different centre-back partnerships already, City need consistency at the back, and it's been hard to find for them. This instability has seen City drop to 5th place, a position that they're not used to. Key players like Ruben Dias and John Stones have struggled with injuries, which has forced Guardiola to experiment. Even Rodri, who could have played at centre-back, well, he's been injured the whole season. So it's been clear that City need reinforcements, and reinforcements they have got. Through Reis and Khusanov, I do think they've finally addressed that centre-back position that has been holding them back, especially towards the end of 2024. So who exactly is Khusanov? Well, born in Uzbekistan, Khusanov began his professional career at Energetic BGU in Belarus before making a move to Lens in Ligue 1. At just 20 years old, he's already made a name for himself with standout performances, recording 26 interceptions this season, the second most in the French League. And although the French League is looked down upon, at 20 years old to record the second most interceptions, well, that shows how good he is. Also, you must remember, players like Saliba, like Gabriel, they have thrived as centre-backs in the Ligue 1, and they've been able to adapt into the Premier League and become world-class centre-backs in their own right. So as far as Khusanov adapting from Ligue 1 to the Premier League, I actually don't think there's going to be that much of an issue. But his journey from an unknown prospect to a key player Lens also shows how rapidly he can adapt and how rapid his development is, and as well as his immense potential. Now, when you look at Khusanov and what he can bring, well, again, it just shows why I think he can actually adapt pretty well in the Premier League. Khusanov is known for his physical dominance and aggressive defending. Standing at 6'2", his speed and his power make him a tough opponent for any striker. He excels in aerial duels and has a keen sense of positioning, making crucial interceptions and tackles. But he's not only an aggressive defender. When you play for Man City, you have to be good on the ball, and he has a solid pass completion rate of 89%, showing he's not just a brute force defender, but also a composed defender on the ball. Lens coach Wolf Stoll describes him as a tank, a defender who thrives on physical battles and never backs down. And when you look at his underlying stats, it just backs up the tank metaphor. Khusanov ranks in the 99th percentile in interceptions per 90, ranks in the 78th percentile in tackles per 90, ranks in the 74th percentile in clearances, ranks in the 70th percentile in progressive passes received, and he even ranks in the 68th percentile in expected assists for a centre-back in Europe's top 5 leagues. Now, of course, every player has their risks, and Khusanov, with his inexperience and his young age at the top level already for Man City, well, of course, it is somewhat of a concern, and his aggressive approach to defending, which has previously led to disciplinary issues, including a red card against PSG, that could be an issue as well if Pep Guardiola and Man City don't find a way to calm him down even a little bit. Adapting to the Premier League's intensity and City's possession-based style will also be a challenge, being that Lens don't really play a possession-based style. And of course, language barriers and the whole cultural shift at such a young age could also be impactful. However, with the right guidance, these hurdles could be overcome. I mean, when you look at Ruben Dias, when he joined Manchester City, you could see him at Benfica. Yes, Benfica played a possession-based style, but it wasn't in the Premier League, and he was was over-aggressive at times, but Pep Guardiola knew how to train him and knew how to help him get over those hurdles, and here he is now at Manchester City. So I do believe Khusanov could follow the same type of route as Ruben Diaz, and that's why I'm not too worried about them, although these are concerns that you do have to bear in mind. If Khusanov can adapt, he has the potential to become, in my eyes, a cornerstone of City's defense, especially as the centre-back. His physical attributes and fearless defending are well suited for the Premier League, kind of like Gabriel Magalhaes is at Arsenal, and under Guardiola, he'll have the opportunity to refine his tactical understanding, and he will be able to refine his ball-playing abilities. Long-term, I do believe Khusanov could develop into a complete centre-back, providing City with stability on the ball, but also the defensive strength off the ball that City have been lacking towards the end of 2024. Khusanov is somewhat of a gamble, but one with immense upside. His signing signals Guardiola's intent to address City's defensive issues head-on, which is desperately needed, and if he can adapt quickly, Khusanov could become a fan favorite and a key player in City's quest for silverware. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Is Khusanov a good signing? Is £40 million a good price tag for him? Let me know in the comments below. Please be sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.